Here's the thing, right? Sometimes doctors speak in a restrictive manner as opposed to raising awareness because they see a problem a whole lot of times, right? For example, if five diabetes patients come in and their glucose is high, they say they ate pap. It's in the interest of the nurse to just say, guys, don't eat pap. So people who leave that clinic might go around and telling people diabetics can't eat pap because that's what they were told, right? Which kind of like is correct. However, my practicing dietitian told me that Tabo, if you want to indulge in pap, then you can either let it cool down and reheat it because that's going to change its glycemic index. You can add bran to the pap after you cook it. Um, and alternatively, also, you must make sure that you don't eat your pap with like potatoes because that's going to raise your glucose, right? So what you want to do is you want to eat your pap with vegetables, right? So half your plate should be full of vegetables and then kind of like cut the other half into two quarters, whereas one fist is going to be your pap, right? Like your pap should be like the size of your fist, and then your protein, which is your meat, should be kind of like your fist as well. So one side of the plate you cut it in half, and then you're going to have your pap, and then you're going to have your protein, and then one side you're going to have your greens, right? Your vegetables. Most nurses would know that that's not always possible for South Africans, especially those who visit public institutions, right? So a nurse might just say, "Don't eat pap." Diabetics are not supposed to eat pap. And then a dietitian might say something else, right? And both instances are correct. I need you guys to understand that most things that a diabetic person can or cannot do is based on them, right? And not necessarily diabetics as a whole, right? So sometimes when you see people do stuff differently online, don't think that they may necessarily be wrong because your doctor said something else. Your doctor is responsible for you, and someone else's doctor is responsible for them. So your doctor might tell you something else, and another person's doctor might tell them something else. And so we don't get to argue about that. So that's why I'm always advising you guys listen to your medical practitioner and not anyone else, right? Just like I said, a nurse can say don't eat pap, and then a dietitian might say, hey, if you want to have pap, have it this way. It is what it is.